Alright guys, hello and welcome to a brand new Mewgenics challenge that I would like to try. And this challenge revolves all around the item Brain Chip, which gives a +1 to all stats, but our cats become AI controlled. Similar to the Steven effect where if you save Scum 3 times in a row, he will take over the game. And for this challenge, the main rules that I will be following are I will not be allowed to attack, not allowed to move. I can change out the items in the middle of battles. I can choose which events I'm doing and skip some if needed. And of course, I get to choose whether we're doing the hard path or not. And for this first video, we're just going to be going through the alley, and if this video does good enough, I'll let you guys pick if it's junkyard or sewers next, but we'll see. In terms of classes, everyone is going to be running Jester, because why not? That's fully random. That would be awesome. It just adds more fuel to the flame. And all of our cat stats that we're going to be using will have stats of 6s all around, and this is because the item gives a +1 to all stats, and as you can see, I have edited my save, so that's why I'm able to do this challenge, because I have enough blank colors to not worry about rerolling. So let's just lock in our classes, give everyone a brain chip, and then let's see exactly what happens here. But first, let's take a look at all their abilities. First one is Pisho. Per, remove a stack of a random debuff from yourself and all adjacent units. Power up, spend mana to get a bunch of buffs. So if you have 20 mana, 20 buffs, which is kind of insane. Venerated Touch, it basically does more damage, or rather inflicts confusion to enemies and heals allies by giving them shield. And the melee attack is a heal as well, like the Cleric. Gracie, blinds an enemy, throws a unit randomly to somewhere. And then if an enemy is knocked near us, they will get stopped and get stunned. And then we have Lobshot, which is just shoots a little spitball. And then lastly, we have FIFO, which is Encourage, which is a familiar gets an extra turn, and you can summon a turtle, so these two can synergize, and your familiars have +1 damage for each other familiar you have, so a bit of synergy there, and a Push Attack, which can synergize with our Gravity Well. And lastly, we have Nina, who has Revive a body up to 100% HP, and given all stats up, which can synergize with, I don't know, anyone here. And then +1 luck whenever unit is down, a melee attack heal, and then Path of Necromancer, which requires us to destroy a corpse. So yeah, let us see if we have what it takes to win this run. And of course, we're not going to be doing impossible, just normal difficulty alley, and let's see how it goes, and I'll see you guys as post-editing. Alright, let's get started. Here we are with the first fight now in effect. And I'll try to give a play-by-play of what happens, but here we have our Lobber. First thing this guy tends to do is go for a stun, and then do his attack. Then we have the Headbutter and the Turtle Summoner. Summon the turtle, and then head up. That's basic. The one that has the buffs, always, as you guys saw over there, tends to just spam buffs, while the other ones they just basically spam the abilities that they have in any way they can. And here you guys saw, I made an executive decision to end my turn as a turtle, because I feel like it goes against the spirit of the challenge. And again, all we're going to see is moving, and then summoning, and then attacking, but not in that order, of course. And then the power up, of course, because the power up reloads the move, and then it'll go in for a heal as well. And same with the other healer, it will just go in, move, do an attack, and call it a day. Again, I'm going to skip my turn as a turtle, and because this is the first fight, it's pretty easy, pretty simple, although these enemies aren't the easiest, which is also kind of surprising. And you'll notice that for FIFA over here, the one with the punch that pushes enemies away, the AI will tend to try to move in a way that pushes the enemies towards each other to do more damage, which I find really cool. And again, we have Pisha, who's going to spam the little buffs and the heal is going to be really strong late game because of how many buffs they have. And yeah, as you can see, flawless victory. I think almost all of my cats after this fight were basically full HP, and that's really good because as you guys will come to see, we're going to start taking a ton of damage pretty soon. And here I decide to try to pick a ability that synergizes with my current abilities, and I rerolled and I got, yep, that's right, another power up, which means we have 2 cats that have power up on the team. And here Itchies or Wheezies, this is the event we got, and I had to skip this because I did an attempt earlier and I picked both of them, and they both actually gave me something that removed the hat for my cat, so the whole challenge was just like defunct. And as you can see again, we're gonna go for the punch, then we're gonna go for a summon turtle, And now Pisha of course is going to do the classic power up, and now Gracie's also going to do power up. But because Gracie is ranged, it's better because Gracie can do the power up and then can do the attack, whereas with Pisha it's only the power up because they don't have enough range to get to the enemy. And you're going to see encourage here was kind of bad for me because it encouraged the turtle, and again, because I'm not going to be using the familiars, it's kind of a dud of a move, and it does kind of suck, but it's okay. And again, I'm playing the turtle, we're going to skip that turn. And yeah, so you guys can just watch how the rest of the fight goes. So I don't know if you guys saw it, but we did get feathered darts, and now Pisha is leveling up. And Pisha of course is the one that loves to spam the power up and then has the heal attack. So again, I tried to pick a decent ability here, but I believe I did end up going with, I don't know actually, let's find out. Persistent Hunt, which marks an enemy, and you'll be able to use that ability again once you get a kill on an enemy. And you can see here, I have Feathered Darts, and Feathered Darts, it's basically a 3-time use attack that does quite a bit of damage. And we opened the chest, we got Mama Leech, which for every 3 spells, you will get a Leech Familiar. And I put that on Pisho because of course, every turn, the little, the stat up gets spammed. So, 3 spells are guaranteed to be casted almost every single turn, no matter what. And now we have the mini boss. And here we had Lucy. Now, Lucy is not that bad of a mini boss, and you'll see that the AI is actually pretty smart here. And Lucy's attacks, she has a variety of attacks. She has like ice attack, which is this one, which is in like a little circle around her. She has a fire attack, which is in a cone in front of her. Then she has a little lightning attack, I believe, that goes in like X shape around her. And this is the fire attack. What you guys will notice as I disappear now is that the AI will actually intelligently move the cats out of the way somehow, some way, almost every single time. So with that knowledge, you guys will be able to see that, not gonna lie, Steven might actually be pretty good at the game. Now, although the fight has been going pretty well, you guys will notice that our main fighter, our main melee character, or cat I guess, is at 1 HP. And this is when I started getting really worried, because I thought they were just going to pass away. But luckily, at the very end, we somehow managed to survive. And now, we take a look at our rewards here. Nina levels up. And right here, I believe I actually make what I want to say a mistake. When I rerolled there, I could have taken the option that was on the right because of the ability, but then I picked Find a Rock. And what you guys will notice is with Mind Blast, I was gonna take it, but I did not know if it inflicts madness on me or the enemy, right? So I picked Find a Rock. And unfortunately, we will not be going the hard path because I did not believe in ourselves. And yeah, I just didn't believe in us. I didn't think we had it. So I gave the small cat in a baggie to Nina because I expect her to use it, you know. I'm like, okay, gotta spam a bunch of abilities. But then I realized that, in theory, I should have probably given it to Gracie or the other one, because when they cast spells, the one with the Mama Leech, when they cast a lot of spells, they get leeches. Anyway, here we have the second event, which is the mushroom event. And I did pick the last option because I did not want to risk any debuffs. And I just got a cat hide mask, which is bonus regen, and of course I gave it to FIFO because he took a ton of damage. Or rather, they took a ton of damage in the past fight, and I want them to heal up. And let's just do the normal fight. And what you guys will notice immediately is Picho's gonna do the normal stuff, right? And Gracie, of course, gonna do normal stuff, power up, and then just spam the throws, the lob shots. And if you guys saw that, the other cat, all they did was just spam the rock. And this started getting on my nerves really later, rather like at the boss, because when there was an opportunity to attack, Nina would just spawn in a rock. And it was silly. You guys will see that soon. But for now, just enjoy the fight and let it happen. What you guys saw there was basically how Nina played in every single fight. She would just spam the rocks. And here, I chose the wrong ability. I chose Replace, thinking it would synergize with my turtle and letting me teleport onto the turtle, right? But I should have taken Fury Swipes, because that could potentially hit infinite times. So let's just go to the next event. And here it's the pile of maggots. And because I had 7s all around, because again, my cats were quote unquote perfect, I chose Examine. And we got a head grub, which, guess what? We cannot use. Why can we not use this? Because if we take this off, then that means we have to unequip our little helmet that gives us the AI control powers. Then we open the chest, got Prowler's Vial, and this one I was thinking about equipping, but for some reason I didn't open my inventory right away, and I went shopping instead. Immediately, just buy level up. In my opinion, best thing you can get from the shop is level up, and FIFA leveled up again, which is good. And here, I did pick Loot Hoarder, which it's good in hindsight, and I think it's still the best choice here. I could have rerolled, but I still think it's a good choice here, because we have not been collecting pickups. I don't know if you guys have noticed that. Only pickup that gets collected will be the little catnip that's on the ground, but otherwise, money and stuff doesn't get picked up, so if he's alive, awesome. That's free pickups. And then Nina, we just take a look at our stats, we'll take a look at all our abilities. And then I equip Prowler's Vial onto FIFO because he's melee, so I'm like, okay, they're probably going to do a bunch of little melee attacks. Unfortunately, you guys will see in the boss fight, things didn't really go according to plan. And here I'm just trying to find out who to put the little ball on because I don't know who's going to benefit from luck the most. So yeah, I just end up putting on nobody. And now it's time for the boss. And it's Queen Hippo. Queen Hippo's whole gimmick relies on the amount of brace stacks that they have. If she has all brace stacks, she's going to do fewer attacks. So you see one attack, then it's like multiple attacks at once for every single cycle. Then a brace stack gets lost every turn, every round I mean. And once Queen Hippo gets to 0 stacks, she dies automatically. And you'll see that the other cat now started using the darts as well. And you'll see that Queen Hippo knocks back our units into other units. And this just kept going on, and she lost a brace stack. So why don't you guys just enjoy this fight, and you'll see that it really didn't go according to plan. And right here it happens. Our first knockdown. And you guys might be like, okay, that's not too bad. You have the rest of your team alive, right? Yeah, that is true. But because of how much the AI just spams the same ability, and as you can see here, it also started healing my turtles, which I'm not using. It's kind of wasting moves now. And that's when I realized any druid abilities completely shut down my ability. And as you saw there, Nina passed away as well. So now it's just 2 cats left versus the big hippo. And can they do it? I don't know. Maybe they might die. Let's find out. And from downtown, Gracie snipes Queen Hippo and annihilates her. And there we go. We have beaten the boss of the alley. Granted, 2 of our cats now are injured, but Gracie did get a passive. And I chose anti-gravity here because of the flying movement. Flying movement comes in clutch for either of the next areas we go to. If we're going down to sewers and caves, it'll help with the webs. If we're going up to graveyard and junkyard, it'll also help with any broken glass or anything else we find up there. So I've chose that. And yeah, that's our first run. Our first, our little first section. I did equip the old extinguisher here right at the very end because it's a quick little attack. And then I didn't really, I just equipped that stuff on random cats that I didn't really care about because I don't know when to use them or I don't know who to use them on. But yeah, guys, that's honestly everything that happened. So here's a little rundown. So Gracie now has a lot of little gravity element abilities, right? She's very gravity element oriented. Feather darts equipped. FIFO does have 1 less dexterity, as you guys can see, because torn tendon, and the island's pretty good though. And they're more of a druid than anything, a druid melee character. Replace unfortunately did not work. Blue Hoarder did not work as well because they died. Nina -1 constitution because of the broken rib, and she is more of a time waster, to be honest. And then we have Pisho, of course, our favorite one. That's the best one, to be honest. And yeah, that's it for the first episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please let me know in the comments whether we should go up to the junkyard and boneyard to fight Diebug next, or if we should go down to the sewers and the caves to fight the big creepy spider next. But yeah, that's it for me, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.